we are now past the midway point of the season, Tim. What kinds of things are you focusing on right now as you take a look at the league?
Well, Kevin, this is where teams separate. There's two paths. Teams that are starting to get themselves ready for a playoff run, and those that are starting to think about their next offseason and angling for a good draft position.
And teams trying to peak at the right time. A very tough thing to achieve, don't you think?
It's critical. You want to be in rhythm and healthy to make that deep playoff run.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Tyrese Maxey out there with Speedy, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now here's Brooks. Back to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Here's Gillespie. He's covered by Maxey. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Gillespie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Booker's shot is good.
Well, Booker doesn't have any weaknesses. The mid-range area is somewhere he thrives.
Tim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
Now here's Booker. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Gillespie, the pass to Booker. From outside, off the mark. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
Here's Gillespie. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
With 3, Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And why is Booker so consistent from game to game? It's because he's got picture-perfect mechanics.
The 76ers are gone. 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Embiid kicks to Oubre. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Brooks. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. Well, you look at Speedy. What is... And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside. They get a hand on it. Embiid with the steal. Malawaj out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Tim, what would your advice be to get the Phoenix Suns back on track for their new head coach?
I think they need to change their mentality about what wins in this league. It's about defense and activity level. You got to have those players who are willing to lock in, fight, and battle for those 50-50 balls.
And here's George. Hasn't made one yet. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. Maluach has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Brooks from outside. Rebounded by Speedy. The 76ers trail by 3. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, you better close out harder than that on Tyrese Maxey in the short corner.
O'Neal on the wing. To the inside. Here's Maluach. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Maluach has got his first basket of the night. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Speedy. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Booker looking around. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. That one good for 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Oubre. Just his first attempt. And again, it's Philadelphia. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
No good from Booker.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Maxey, no good. Down low. Booker outside. Over Maxey. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Halftime is here.
Well, DeJounte Murray is unique. The length out there in the backcourt, the way he affects every phase of the game, he plays with an edge.
And the better that shot gets, the more unstoppable he'll become. He's one of my favorites.
And a look back now at the first half as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
The Suns trailing. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Speedy out there with Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, Speedy in their last game against the Lakers was outstanding. He had 14 points, add in his passing and his defense. He had a major influence on the game. It's been an incredible stretch for him, and we'll find out soon enough if he can keep it going. Send it back to you guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It looked like he could do anything he wanted out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
It was so impressive how he got to his spot. And when you do that, the ball will find you.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. There's the pick to the middle. Here's Malawach, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's a great read from Booker, finding his teammate on that pick and roll.
Maxey against Booker. And that one's good, Maxey. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Booker outside. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
As Booker finds his groove on offense, he is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Here's Speedy. He's got 9. Traps in the tray. Speedy's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Gillespie. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Phoenix making a change here. Allen's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Barlow's checked in. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Oubre. .153 left here in the third quarter. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Embiid. Malawach grabs the miss. Malawach has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gillespie. Here's Malawach. Brooks right side. 4 on the shot clock. Over Grimes. Brooks misses.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. In close. Embiid gets it to fall.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Allen outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Brooks misses.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Here's Embiid. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, there wasn't a lot of space in there, but Grayson Allen took advantage of that opportunity inside.
From deep, Maxey. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Castro O'Neal. He's checked in for the Suns. And the 76ers making a change here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Trains the three-pointer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. O'Neal is out there with Malawach, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Gillespie. To the middle. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Brooks in the corner. It misses.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Now Embiid, 14 feet away. Cleared away by Brooks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he gets that open.
Yeah, great handle there by Booker. He created all of the space he needed.
The 76ers leading by 11. Now Maxey. For 3. That's off.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
And he does not hit. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Puts up the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Crane from outside.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
All alone. Does not go in.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The shot misses. Suns trail by 9. Booker, good on the basket.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Outside, Oubre. O'Neal against George. Lets loose a 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Speedy.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. They told the team to dig deep, play with passion, finish this game out right. We'll see if they do, guys.
Thank you, Allie. And there's the dunk.
And that's the point guard in Booker. You see right there on that beautiful pass.
Here's Speedy. From deep. And down goes the 3.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Yep, that goes down.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Here's George. Now Oubre fires the 3. Booker there for the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Now Oubre. With the shot. So Philadelphia wins it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, your team needed your scoring night to win, and you delivered, passing the 20-point mark on the way to victory. Was that the game plan coming in, or did you see something that led to an adjustment?
More like this. It's both. Every time you come down the floor, the defense tells you what to do. Maybe you set the ball screen. Maybe you space out the corner. If you're on a break, maybe you kick it out to the wing. Maybe it's pushing the ball yourself. What I'm trying to say is if you make the right choices, you're going to win games. And that's what you saw tonight.
Well, great choices then, MP. Way to go.
Thank you, JQ.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.
That means like 90% off?
No, I was trying to make a joke. 100 to 0, but in German.
Oh, but good one.
The only guy
Weren't that high?
I'm just gonna
Was LeBron. Yeah, probably for the best. He's gotten some good breaks, but
I take pride in helping keep Syrians safe. Oh, same. Support for everyone to feel protected here and enjoy the game. And for my money, an NBA game is just the top.
We have great fans here. I like the family atmosphere.
Yes, management takes it very seriously and so do we.
Generally, just a good vibe.
Sure is. Leads you on. summer trips. The what for? Then that's
For one, be nice.
right there in front of you. Maybe we can. They're open to just like any public sideways. Yeah, good advice, Dang. Yes, I will remember to do that before the game starts.
Got any pictures?
up, MP?
Okay. No. Who's streaming? Yo, I can get on. Let me load up. All right.